Hello, everybody. Hello, 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 hello. Welcome into the full moon in Pisces ceremony for the Throat Chakra series that we've been doing here. So I am broadcasting to you today live from my office out here in Albion. We're broadcasting to the Oliver Grove Center for Community Wellness page, but I'll also be posting this on my personal page, Allison Healing Arts page. So welcome to the ceremony. What we're doing with the moon cycles and with the chakras is we've been working up from the root chakra all the way now we're in the throat chakra, and we're essentially using the energies of the moon cycles to help us activate and open our chakras. So we are now in a full moon in Pisces. So I want to talk a little bit about what the energies of the full moon in Pisces mean and how we're going to bring it into the throat chakra activation. So you don't have to have any experience. You don't have to have done any other meditations with us, no other ceremonies, no experience necessary to really get benefits from this process. We are in a full moon right now. So the full moon is when the light of the sun is reflected fully in the moon's surface. And the astrological sign that the full moon is in right now is Pisces. So Pisces is a water sign. It's the last water sign and also the last sign of the zodiac. So the energy of Pisces is very watery, very emotional, very dreamy, and very, very spiritual because it's the end of a cycle energy. And it helps us to see and move forward into the energies of the next cycle, the next experience, the next level of spirituality that we are exploring. So what we're going to be doing in our meditation is really using the spiritual side of the Pisces sign and using it to connect with our higher selves, our future selves, our selves that have yet to occur but are guiding us and with us on this journey that we are on right now. How that connects to the throat chakra is the throat chakra is the communication center. So we did an amazing activation for the throat chakra with the new moon in Leo. You can still do that meditation experience even if the moon cycles aren't aligned with it at the moment. But you can still have that experience if that's something you want to go into. So now what we're going to be doing is we're going to be supporting this open throat chakra with the full moon in Pisces. And so the throat chakra is the communication center. But the other thing that the throat chakra connects to, not just to the throat, but it also connects to the ears. So when it connects to the ears, it connects to our ability to hear. This is our ability to hear and communicate with our higher selves and our ability to hear and communicate with all that is. So when we're using this Pisces energy, we're going to be going to connect with our higher selves, and we're going to really hear and feel and settle into the support of our higher selves with this full moon in Pisces. And that's how we're going to connect it with the throat chakra. So if you've never meditated with me before, hello, welcome. If you've meditated with me before, hi, welcome back. Thank you so much for being a part of this experience. There's nothing you need to do. You just get to relax. So sit or lay down, whatever's more comfortable for you. Make sure you have the time. This is going to be a little bit longer meditation, probably about a half hour, maybe a little bit longer. So you do want to make sure that you have the time. Put this on your watch list, send it to yourself, remind yourself to come back and do this when you have time. But if you have time now, awesome, perfect. I love when it aligns. So again, thank you so much for being a part of this. And I just want to mention too that the sun is now in Virgo. So we also have Virgo energies as part of the astrological influences that are going on right now. Obviously, all of the bodies, celestial bodies, are impacting us at this moment, but that's the other energy in play here. So Virgo energy is earth energy. It's very nurturing and loving and very analytical energy. It's very black and white, can take a lot of information and synthesize it into a very simple message. So we're also going to be using this Virgo earth energy as part of our process. So get yourself into a comfortable position, sitting or lying down. It doesn't matter, whatever you're going to be comfortable with. And when you are ready, close your eyes. And we're going to start here by just taking a deep breath in and exhaling. Deep breath in, breathing in through your nose, exhaling out through your mouth. Taking another deep, full breath in. And exhaling. Return to your normal breathing as you just bring awareness to your body. So as you become more and more aware of the sensations in your body, just allow yourself to settle into this process. Give yourself this time to listen to the sound of my voice and to focus on the body sensations. So just notice what parts in your body are calling your attention at this time. What parts feel warm or cold? What feels hot or tense or loose and light? What are the sensations happening in your body right now? And try not to judge or change or control what you notice. Just simply observe the body. This might seem like a silly, boring exercise, but it really helps you get into the meditative state. The meditative state is essentially bringing yourself to an awareness of the present moment. So what's happening in your body right now is happening right now. As you focus on the right nowness of your body, your mind and your energy slows down. It allows you to come into balance and harmony with whatever's going on right now for you. And it brings your awareness to this moment. And know that your mind is trained to wander. So every so often throughout this meditation, you might notice that you're thinking about something else. Please know that you are not doing anything wrong and that it's absolutely part of the practice of meditation. Just guide yourself back to the sound of my voice. Guide yourself back to the exercise that we're working on. Try to do it gently with love and understanding that that's just part of the meditative practice, is the training of the mind to focus on what it is that you're consciously choosing to focus on. It's not a forcing and not a straining, not a pushing away of other things. It's just an allowing and an understanding that it is a process. So as we're focusing on our body, we're going to imagine that coming down from the ceiling is the light of this full moon. So regardless of whether it's day or night, you can feel and sense moonlight shining through your ceiling. Beautiful, beautiful moonlight bathing your whole body in brilliant white light. I'm going to direct our focus to our head, our crown. Imagining and feeling and really connecting with the light at the top of our head, which is helping us to relax and release tension in our overactive mind. You can visualize, feel, sense, and intend that this light is moving through the brain, calming and slowing the overactive parts of the mind. It moves gently through the brain, helping you to relax and release tension in your scalp and in your mind. This brilliant moonlight moves through the forehead, helping you to relax and release tension in the forehead. Moving into the cheeks, allowing the cheeks to relax, the tongue, the lips, the jaw, releasing as this brilliant white moonlight fills the face with calming, soothing energy. She's simply inviting your muscles to release and all effort that's unnecessary to be let go right now. This calming light moves into the back of your neck and into your throat, helping you relax and release the tension in the throat and neck. Moving down into the chest. The shoulders drop down and away from the ears. The chest opens as this brilliant moonlight fills your heart and your chest and your shoulders, just inviting you with love and ease and effortlessness to let go of all unnecessary effort being held in your heart, in your chest and shoulders. The moonlight shines on your arms, all the way down to the wrists, the palms, and the fingers. Thumb, pointer, middle, ring, and pinky finger, bathed in moonlight, inviting the hands and arms and fingers to let go of all unnecessary effort, straining, or stress. This beautiful light moves back up into the chest before moving down into the stomach, allowing your stomach to relax and release. Reminding ourselves that it's okay to allow gravity to pull our stomach whichever way it wants to, whichever way is natural. No sucking in at this time. There's no reason to hold your stomach in any position besides what it naturally wants to fall into. Some of us have more trouble than others with releasing the tension in the stomach. I know I'm definitely one of those people. So it's helpful to remind ourselves that there's no need to suck in, that it's perfectly fine to allow this light in your stomach and to allow the stomach to be at ease. This calming, relaxing moonlight moves into the Sacral Center, which is below the abdomen in the intestinal region, just soothing and calming and bathing this area in a loving, relaxing energy, which sifts slowly down into the base of the spine, relaxing the energy and efforts at the base of the spine and gently, lovingly, soothingly moving up to the lower back, moving into the middle back and the upper back, helping the whole spine to open and be without strain and effort as much as is possible for you right now in this moment. Even if you have a place that has tension, it's okay that there's still tension. The goal is to relax as much as you can. Even if it's just a little bit, it's perfect and absolutely right. There's no right or wrong in this process. The goal is to relax, to release as much as you are able to without judging your abilities and thinking you need to measure up to anything other than the experience you are having. Reminding ourselves as our minds wander to just go back to the sound of my voice and the exercise we're working on. The light is now moving back down the spine into the base of the spine and then gently, lovingly moving into the sit bones and muscles. You can feel moonlight on your butt cheeks, helping you to relax, to let go of any effort or strain that the butt cheeks are making and holding on to. You'd be surprised how much strain and effort we can put in this area of our body. Moonlight shines on our hips, helping our hips to relax and release. Lots of tension can get stored in the hips. So just visualize the hips being surrounded by white moonlight. Feel a tingling sensation there, maybe a warmth. Or just intend that the hips are releasing and allow whatever's ready to release to release. Relaxing now the pelvic region as this white moonlight shines on the pelvic bone and muscles, allowing you to relax and release the tension there. Moving into the thighs relax and release. Moving into the knees and into the shins and the calves. This moonlight invites you in to a deeper sense of ease throughout the legs, letting go of any straining, any holding on that is unnecessary that the muscles may be doing. Moving into the ankles, the heels, the bottom of the feet, the top of the feet, and this moonlight stretches all the way down into the toes. Big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, and pinky toe. Helping you to relax and release, letting go. Doing a scan of our whole bodies, we can feel ourselves surrounded in brilliant moonlight. And I invite you to imagine the bubble of moonlight all around you, going from the bottom of your feet, 3 feet above your head, and extending all the way out to your arms. This bubble is a loving, protective, and nurturing light that is going to carry you throughout this journey and support you throughout this process and through your intentions with this full moon cycle. This full moon cycle, we are intending to connect with our higher selves, to hear the wisdom and guidance of our higher self clearly so that we can know and remember who we are, why we are here, and we can confidently speak our truth in this world. I want you to keep your eyes closed, feeling this bubble of white light around you. See if you can feel the room around you, or visualize it in your mind's eye, or just intend that you are aware of the energy of this space. Filling in the details. Where's the furniture? Where's the windows? What's the floor look like? What's the ceiling look like? Doesn't matter how accurate you are. Use your imagination to fill in the blanks. Anything you can bring up is good enough. Lots of people see things visually. Lots of people would rather or are more able to feel energy. Some people can smell really strongly. Some people are just able to intend and can see words rather than pictures or images. Don't stress too much about what your experience is. Whatever you're experiencing is perfect and right for you. And know that as long as you are in the same theme of what it is that we're working on, it's perfectly natural and okay for you to have your own experience with this content. But we are now aware of the room around us, visualizing or feeling the space we are in. And I want you to imagine that the room is starting to fill with water. There's water filling up this room, and it's water that's loving and nurturing and supportive. It's cleansing and clearing and cleaning. It's not water that can harm you or drown you. You will be able to breathe and be comfortable and feel yourself floating, protected by this circle of moonlight all around you. But it's coming into this room and it's going to fill this room up. So now it's coming up off the floor, getting a little bit higher and higher. So just kind of visualize what this looks like. The legs of the furniture are now underwater. Perhaps your legs are underwater, or maybe not yet. Depends on where you are in the room and where your legs are. If they're up on a piece of furniture, making contact with the floor. So we're going to visualize this room filling up. Feeling further and further and further up. So now it's about 1/3 of the way full. So it's 1/3 of the way full. This room that you are in is now, we're visualizing it being 1/3 filled with water. The water is calm, is cleansing, is clearing. It's the most beautiful water you've ever seen and or felt. It feels like it's the perfect temperature. It feels almost like there's magic. It's almost like it's holy water. Whatever that would feel like. So this holy water is filling the room that you are in, and we're visualizing it moving up. So now that it's about halfway full of the room, so how much of you is in the water, just being aware of that, feeling it and knowing whenever the water gets over your head, you can still breathe easy and free. This water is loving, supporting, and cleansing. It cannot and will not harm you, but it can and will cleanse and clear and release whatever it is that you are holding on to, that you are ready to let go of. Whatever's ready to be purified and surrendered, this water, charged by this brilliant moonlight, is here to support you, and it's continuing to grow and fill the room. So now it's about 2/3 of the room is full. Most likely you are under the water by now. If you are not, that's fine. So visualize the room filling fuller and fuller and fuller with this water until you are in a room that is completely filled with water, sitting in this bubble of moonlight, enjoying the feeling of this cleansing, clearing vibration. So sorry about that, guys. Enjoying the water of this cleansing, clearing vibration all around you. Allowing yourself to settle back in. I know we had a distracting sound. Distractions are actually good during meditations because what they do is they invite us to go further into the experience. And they show us that although we can be distracted, it's okay. That we can get back into the meditative state if we just release, let go, surrender. So we're allowing ourselves to settle back into the meditative state, feeling this room filled all around us with brilliant water, cleansing and clearing. Now we're going to picture a beautiful, brilliant fish in front of us. Whatever fish you see in front of you is perfect. It could be a big fish, it could be a small fish, it could be a colorful fish, it could be a plain fish. But allow yourself to intend a fish, any type of fish that you want. You're seeing this beautiful fish in front of you. It's swimming around. Maybe it's playfully circling you. And you recognize this fish is the Pisces guide. The Pisces sign is 2 fish, so there's 1 with you right now. And this fish is inviting you to go and explore and find its partner, its other half. So this fish that's come to you right now represents you as you are. It's yourself here in this moment, the present moment you. And we're going to follow this fish and find our higher self version, our spirit versions, our future self versions. So the room that you are in, filled with water, is dissolved away. The walls have dissolved, the ceiling has dissolved, the floor has dissolved, and now you're just in this beautiful ocean of moonlight water all around you with this brilliant fish, whatever your fish looks like, the colors and the shape. And you are swimming with this fish, maybe doing somersaults or enjoying the freedom of the swim, allowing yourself to be free. And as you swim, you're finding that there's nothing you need to do. There's no thing you need to experience. You're just swimming for the sake of it. Perhaps you're seeing other wildlife in the water. Perhaps you're seeing just a vast expanse of water with nothing else to see as far as the eye can see. Perhaps you can see the moonlight shining through the surface above you. You can feel it on your body and see it on the fish in front of you. Perhaps you can see a sandy or stony floor of water beneath you. Continuing to swim with your fish companion and intending, knowing that you are going to be finding another fish and another version of you. This version of you is your higher self, your future self, the you that is present in this moment with you and guiding you, and has been present in every moment with you, guiding you throughout your whole life. We've come to reconnect with these parts of ourselves. So ahead of you is brilliant seaweed. It's like a curtain of seaweed coming up from the seafloor, and it's thick and it's waving in the water and it's magical. There's something about it that you sense is extraordinary. You can feel the power, the magic, the playfulness of the seaweed dancing in the waves, dancing in the flow of the water. And the fish, your fish guide, playfully slips through the seaweed, and you follow. And as you step into the seaweed, you find yourself in a circle of seaweed. And in the center of this circle is a fish that matches the other fish, your fish guide. They're swimming together in circles. They're actually circling each other playfully. And you also can see a version of you from the future. So allow yourself time to just see yourself. Noticing whatever is pulling your awareness to notice. Perhaps it's the clothing, perhaps it's the twinkle in your eye, perhaps it's your physical appearance, which resembles you but looks healthier, stronger, confident, peaceful, graceful. You're seeing this future version of you. And you're just allowing yourself right now to connect with this you. Loving, supporting. This version of you is smiling at you, happy to meet you. And your future self has a message for you. Wants you to be able to hear something, and as it speaks, you cannot hear the words that your future self is saying because it's all bubbles. But the bubbles are coming towards you, and they're popping right by your ears. And as they pop by your ears, you can actually hear the words of your higher self filling your mind. You know these are words from your higher self because of how loving, supportive, and nurturing they feel in your body. So allow yourself a few moments here to just sit and breathe, seeing and visualizing or intending the bubbles of words, wisdom, love, whatever it is that the higher self wants you to know right now in this moment. They're sending these bubbles towards you and they're popping right by your ears. And you're going to be hearing the wisdom of your higher self. Now just allow this experience to happen. The analytical mind may try to get in the way. If it does, just focus on the two fish swirling around each other until you feel that you've come to a place where you're ready to just allow the experience to unfold. If you never get to that experience, that's absolutely okay. The spinning of the fish together is a beautiful symbol for the harmonizing of your now self and your future self, allowing yourself to have whatever experience you're ready to have. But you want to make space. You want to just allow these bubbles to pop by your ears. Perhaps it starts off soft, becomes louder. Perhaps you get the messages more through a feeling. Perhaps a bubble goes right into your heart and pops on your chest, and all of a sudden you have a feeling. And you can feel the wisdom, feel the message. Allow yourself to have this experience now for the next few minutes here. Just breathe easy and free. Again, we're visualizing these bubbles coming from our higher self, our future self, towards us, and they pop so that we can hear the messages that our future self has for us right now, in this moment. Keep breathing easy and free. Remember, if your mind wanders, just guide it back to the exercise. We're under the water, we're seeing our higher self send bubbles of words and wisdom and guidance, love, support, advice, encouragement. And as the bubbles get near us and pop near our ears, we're able to hear this connection. And if there's anything you want to ask your higher self or say to your higher self at this time, you can certainly do that. So when we communicate back and forth with our higher selves, what we do is we ask a question, then we become silent and still and allow for the bubble, allow for the answer to come and just come in to our awareness. No forcing. The analytical mind may try to insert something, so just be gentle with yourself as you ask a question. Just sit and receive. You may receive nothing at first. You may receive answers after this meditation, sometime during this full moon, the fullness of this moon over the next few days here. Be open to hearing the answers to your questions in different ways, but also be open to hearing them now, whether you think that may be something you can do or not. Try, experiment, see what happens. Ask whatever questions you want to ask now. Keep breathing easy and free. If you're still communicating and want to continue, you can just stay relaxed, open your eyes, press pause on the video, have the experience of communication however long you need to, and when you are ready, press play to continue the journey of this meditation. Those of us who have heard and said what needs to be heard and said, or at least had as much communication as you are ready to have at this moment. We're going to ask one last thing of our higher selves. We're going to ask that we can hear the guidance of our higher self clearer throughout the rest of this moon cycle. We're going to ask our higher self if there's any way for us to communicate easier with ourselves, whether it be through meditation, daily journaling, or some other practice that you may already know or may not know yet. So ask your higher self, how can I keep this communication open, and allow yourself to hear that answer. And we are ready to say goodbye to our higher selves. The two Pisces fish are still circling each other in the center of the seaweed circle that we are in. And you and your higher self are now circling the two Pisces fish. Circling each other and circling the fish. And the fish, one goes and merges with you, the other goes and merges with your higher self. As you two continue to circle each other, perhaps you're holding hands, perhaps you're swimming around each other, whatever you visualize is perfect for you. And the wall of seaweed, the circle of seaweed around you is slowly dissolving away, dissipating, disappearing. And as it does, you notice that the walls of the room you are in are now visible around you. Soon you become aware of the floor and the ceiling as well, still immersed in this water, still circling with your future self, but back in the room which you are in. The circling stops as you and your higher self make eye contact and perhaps hug one another, shake hands, or say goodbye however feels good and right for you. For me, when I say goodbye to my higher self, I give her a big hug and she dissolves into me. I can feel the connection between me and her stronger than ever. So perhaps that is what's happening for you. Or perhaps your higher self has other business, future self has other business and dissolves and goes off into another place. We've said goodbye to our higher future selves as we allow ourselves to come back into our body. So just feel yourself sitting and settling back down into your body. Still filled with water, the room is all around you. As you find yourself back in your body, feeling the sensations of your body, and we visualize the room emptying. There's now space between the ceiling and the surface of the water as the water filters out of the room. And you settle back into your body. The water is about 2/3 down now, slowly draining. And as it drains, it's clearing any dirt, any debris, anything that no longer serves you out. As you hold on to the wisdom and guidance that you received from your higher self and let go of what no longer serves you. Let go of anything that blocks your ability to have this connection with yourself in the future, with your higher being. The water's 1/2 down, continuing to go further and further down. You can feel and see the parts of your body that are out of the water. As the water continues to release, to recede, clearing and cleansing, purifying as it goes. 1/3 of the room is filled with water still, but slowly, slowly the water is draining, releasing, taking with it all that no longer serves you. Perhaps you can now see in the center of the room the hole that the water is disappearing through, the water circling around it. You can watch the last bits of water drain through this hole. You can feel yourself, your body, still bathed in moonlight. Maybe feeling a little bit of the after water experience. So you can feel the cleanliness and clean feeling, like after a beautiful shower, washing off all the dirt. You feel now clean in your spirit, your mind, your emotions, and your body feel rejuvenated, cleansed, and restored as you very gently, very slowly bring movement back into your hands, back into your feet, back into your body. And when you are ready, you can open your eyes and gently come out of this meditation. Feel free to grab a journal and journal anything that you want to write down about what you experienced, the communication you had, the wisdom you received, any thoughts you had about any part of this process. As always, if you want to reach out to me to chat about your experiences or ask questions or make suggestions on what could be better for you in the future, please feel free to do that. This is a donation-based service at this time, so if you feel supported by this in a way that you feel comfortable monetarily supporting me and the efforts that we have going for Oliver Grove, please feel free to use the comment information to do that. I really appreciate you all taking this time to have this journey and this experience. As always, Namaste. The universal light within me salutes and honors the universal light within you. Namaste.